What is the key of E? Today we are continuing our journey around the world of music with the fifth key on the circle of fifths. Okay, if you take a look at the circle here, we started at the key of C at the top, and we've been moving clockwise around the circle. Notice that we've added a sharp with every key. So the key of G had an F sharp. When we moved to D, we kept the F and added a C sharp. When we moved to A, we kept those two sharps and added a G sharp. Now we've kept the F, the C, and the G, and we're adding a D sharp. So the key of E has four sharps: F, C, G, and D, and that is called the key signature to the key of E. Now what that means is that when we play a scale, when we start on E and play up to another E, we have to move four notes from the naturals or the letter names, or on piano the white keys, up to sharps or up to black keys. That's the key signature. What sharps or flats do we have to use to create the pattern that makes it sound like a major scale? So the key of E has quite a few. We, in fact, in the key of E have more black keys than white keys, okay? Because we've got three naturals and four sharps. Let's take a look at how to play this scale. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. That would be called an E major scale. Those notes are the notes that we would use to play in the key of E. Okay, so if you're going to play in the key of E, you've got to remember to sharp four notes: F, C, G, and D. Now these notes also impact the chords that we would play in the key of E, because the chords are made up of the notes in the scale. So let's go ahead and walk through the 7 chords in the key of E. We number these 1 through 7 based on the scale degree that they are built on. The 1, 4, 5, those are called the primary chords. Those are the major chords. This is true for all keys. And the 2, 3, 6, those are minors. 7 is called a diminished chord. Check it out. E major, there's our 1 chord. Notice the G sharp in the middle. Second note in the E scale is F sharp, so our 2 chord is F sharp minor. We've got the sharps on either side here. A is not sharped in the key of E, so A remains natural. 3 chord is G sharp minor. Very similar shape to F sharp minor. We got the sharps on either side. B is not sharped in the key of E, so B is a natural in the middle there. That's the 3 chord. 4 chord is A major. 5 chord, B major. Okay, we got the D sharp, we got the F sharp. B is not sharped in the key of E. The 6th note in the E scale is C sharp. So C sharp minor. Notice again, we have a shape here where we have a C sharp and a G sharp with an E in the middle, white key in the middle. We have the same shape for F sharp and G sharp. Shape meaning the pattern of notes is the same, right? We've got a black key on either side and a white key in the middle. And finally, D sharp diminished would be the 7th chord, because the 7th note in the E scale is the note D sharp. So if you are playing in the key of E, those are the chords you're going to use. And the primary chords are the major chords. Those are going to be E major, A major, and B major. Okay, so if you see E, A, B, those 3 chords together on a chord chart, that's a pretty strong indication that that song is in the key of E major. Now, the third piece of information that I want you to know about the key of E is I want you to understand its relative minor. So remember, there are major keys, which are the most common keys in Western music. There are minor keys, which are paired to majors. So the relative minor is made up of the same notes. It simply starts and ends on a different note. We find the relative minor by counting down 3 half steps from the major key, which in this case is E. Okay, so here's the note E. 1, 2, 3. We arrive at C sharp minor. So what is the relative minor to the key of E? C sharp minor. What is the key signature to the key of C sharp minor? It's the same key signature as the key of E. 4 sharps. F, C, G, and D need to be sharped to create a C sharp minor scale. Let's check this out. C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp. So there would be a C sharp natural minor scale, the relative minor to the key of E. If you're in the key of C sharp minor, you're going to see more minor chords being used. You're going to see a lot more C sharp minors. You're going to see F sharp minors. You're going to see G sharp minors. Those are going to be more primarily used. So that's the only difference, is the emphasis, but the notes in each key are the same. E major, C sharp minor, relative keys. So we now know the E scale. The key signature to the key of E, F, C, G, and D, are sharped. We know the 7 chords that are built upon the notes in the scale. And we know the relative minor, C sharp minor. That's all the information we need to go out and write songs in the key of E, to sit down at the piano or pick up the guitar and play in the key of E, and to recognize quickly when a song is in the key of E. So this helps us learn music quicker. It helps us not guess when we are writing our own music. That's the purpose of these videos. That's the purpose of music theory. So I hope you found this content helpful. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, share this content with a friend. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful time making music.